Hey everyone, I'm sitting down here with Theresa. What we want to do is talk to you for a minute about the in-home design program. What I have noticed being out there in the field is that it is really fun to see team members when they just get it. They get it, and when I was listening to them communicate about the in-home design program, I was like, wow, they did a great job. They simplified it. I was asking them, what's important? How do you do this? What do you do at this point with the guest? And they had answers at everything. And then I went back to the design manual and looked, and all that information was there.
That's right.
And so I think what our goal is here is just the same thing as it is with everything in our company when it comes to sales. If we can simplify it, we can improve it. So I want to do, our process is really broke down into 4 steps. I want to do 4 videos with Theresa, with you, just kind of breaking down this in-home design program and talking about some of the key points in it. Not giving everyone all the information, but giving them a quick overview of it. So the first thing we're gonna have 4 videos. The first one we're talking about is just connecting with potential design clients, because this is where it gets tough, right? Introducing in-home design program. A lot of people out here in our company saying, hey, I want to do design, but connecting with them is not easy. And so I want you to just educate our guests a little bit on some of the key points of connecting with potential design guests.
I love that. I love that, we're going to start right here and talk about, it is actually this whole magical process starts at the greet. So when I say start at the greet, if you go to the manual, you'll see it starts with the eye contact, the welcome, the body language, the way you're dressed. The consumer instantly comes in and feels like I'm in pretty good hands here. It's an elevated experience. It just came from the competitor and they weren't quite like this. So then it goes a step further, and say the customer says, I'm looking for a sofa. What a designer does is says, you know what, let me save you some time. And I want to make sure I get this to scale in your room, because those are the 2 things customers are very open to. So the customer says, okay, you can go ahead and do that for me. So many of you already know this. I've said it so many times in meetings, but always remember, when you say those things, tell me about the room, instead of tell me about the sofa, you will go on to the next phase of qualifying an in-home design. And the next phase is to say, well, let's go ahead and draw this out. Now, I know sketching is not a huge thing right now in our company. I know that we're working on it really hard, and I know I have some masters out there, but I'll tell you what is the magical next step. To have a customer say, when you say, where's your sofa from your entry point, and they say, it's over there, and here's my entryway, and you say, whoa, I can't really see that. Why don't we go ahead and jot that down? Then the customer says, oh, sure, give me that piece of paper, because they love writing down their room and showing you what they have. And then you take it back and you find out the 5 business factors, the 5 personal things, and the 5 reasons why they won't buy today. Those are all things that we'll cover in another episode. However, I would like you to focus on getting to know the client and 5 things about them. You sketch the room, you get acquainted, they laugh, they love you, you get their name, and then you start the process of solving the problem. You still have not said that you're an interior design consultant or you have one on staff. You don't introduce that until you build the relationship first and the value second. Our interior design service is complimentary. It is not some cheap thing we throw away. Our customers need to know that. How do we do that? We make them desire it by saying, what is your color strategy? I don't know. That's great. That's what we do here. We are design consultants, or I have one on staff. We'll take care of that. Let's make sure you like something within our store. That prompts them to think, am I qualifying for this? You keep doing that, and hopefully they'll ask you to come to the home. So that is the best way to get into the home. Always make them desire it, sketch out the room, and make sure that it is not something that feels cheap, free, or too fast.
I love it. That's so powerful. So throwing it out there instantly, like you might think, oh, I got this great service, I want to tell you about it, but you're devaluing it unless we're building the value first and we're introducing,
that's right,
letting the client connect the dots that, hey, you don't know what you're doing, you don't have the expertise that I can bring to the table.
And you're a stranger.
And you're a stranger.
I'm not going to invite you into my home until you make me laugh. You know my cat, kid, dog's name. You use my name. Then maybe, yeah, let's have some fun in my home. Otherwise, No, thank
Yeah,
you.
you're out of here.
Yeah.
So building value in it, sketching, okay,
So
and
important.
then talking about the room in another manner. I love the way it just elevates me as a consultant as I'm saying, tell me about your room. This is something that the competition is not asking,
They're not.
talking about, and it's going to elevate our game overall. It just feeds the whole picture.
That's right. And you take it one step further and you say, what is your color strategy? What is your balance, flow, focal point, 3 points of light? You guys probably heard of all this at this point, but if you really are disciplined to use this in a conversation with a customer, they're going to say, you're the first person out there in the whole world of furniture that has cared enough to ask those questions. I'd love to have you in my home.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. So introducing design, it can be fearful. I think we deal with that a lot, but it's going to elevate our game overall. And we've seen people that have taken these steps, put them in.
Yep.
Not only are they making more money, they're having more fun, they're enjoying their jobs more. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys about this, is just say, listen, it's fearful. I'm not a sketcher either. I'm not naturally good at it, but it doesn't matter whether I'm good at it or not. It just matters that I'm
Doesn't
doing
matter.
it and I'm talking about the room and having fun with it. So
A sketch is ugly.
A
A
sketch-
sketch is ugly. We want words. We don't want a beautiful picture of a room. We want the questions you're asking. You put it in the sidelines. Know what to ask, and that's on the perfect sketch sheet in your training manual.
So there you have it, connecting with potential design clients. That sounded like fun to me. That sounded like something I want
So
to
fun.
Hope you guys felt it. We'll be back to talk to you again about the next step.
Big time to design, guys.